And we are back. So, now I have a review to do on a product that I got from nhaler. Apparently, they've only been out for a few days now. I haven't been able to find a review, so this probably may be the first review on this product on YouTube. So, what they have is they have their twisted and colored drip tip. And now they've come out with a twisted and colored dual coil cartomizer. They come in 11 colors. Actually, I don't know. Probably between 10 and 15. I'm not exactly sure. This is what they look like. I happened to get the marbled mango. The reason I got that was because I intended to use my citrine Ming on it. It comes with its tip, and it is fairly big inside. So the tip dimensions are not the same. You pretty much have to use the tip that comes with it. I did try to finagle a way to use the citrine Ming. As you see, pop this in here real quick. It kind of just sits on the top, wiggles around. So, unless you could find a perfect gasket, which would be kind of tricky to do, or actually an O-ring, I didn't think of that idea. But if I really want to, yeah, an O-ring, a thicker one, would probably work in there just fine. This is a piece I had from my storm tank, so it can go on there. You just have to want it to. So I got this. They're supposed to hold, the dual coil is supposed to hold this one is 3 mils. However, from the top of the filler, there's about, oh my, I would say about an inch between the top of the filler to the drip tip. I filled it up. I was only able to get 2 mils in the initial fill. It may take more after a little bit after it's soaked up in there. But for the first, after 2 mils, it started, coming out the bottom. So, not bad. Yeah, so nhaler got this to me in like 3 days, 2 days. Fairly fast shipping, so that's great. Talked to them over there. Apparently they don't come with primer, so just fill it up. So I filled it up, let it sit, twist it a few times. It is dual coil, and they say not to really use them on ego. It's going to kill your battery life, and it's going to drain faster. So I decided just to throw it on this is my parts USB battery. It's starting to chip off it, so we're going to go ahead and give it a rip, and I'll tell you my thoughts. So yeah, compared to the Bose low-res atomizers, I both got these in frequently around the same time. This thing's working pretty good. It is a little bit big in diameter, so you definitely won't be able to put a cone over it. I would say if you have like a mod box or a mod and you don't mind, you want something cool, like you can get red, bumblebee, yellow, and black. They have pink, whole bunch of colors. If you jump over to nhaler and check them out, they would probably be something you'd be interested in. Dual coil, as far as what happens, you can hear a couple clicks or a couple pops. Not a big deal. And as far as I can see, it's probably after once the juice sets in for a little bit, it's probably going to taste any better, but the flavors quite well. Quite nice. So yeah, the vapor is fairly warm. I would probably compare it to a C2, but the last I remember, C2 is quite warm because my drip tip pretty much sits right on top of the coil. And yeah, I think they could have either put a little more filler in there and raise the coils up a little bit higher, or they could trim it down. Now, my impression was that when I ordered it, that it was going to be metal. is not. It's a hard plastic. I just got this, so I can't tell you that it can come off, but there's a good chance it may come apart, and it may not. To be able to take the plastic off, clean it, put it back together again. It may be glued at the bottom, but they are on a little bit of a pricey side. For not being able to hold 3 mils, for being made out of plastic, it's more of a plus on my side. $7 is what they're going for. If this thing can last for a few weeks, still holding flavor and be clean, I would say $7 is not bad. Still a little pricey when you can get dual coils for about $2.50. I would say $5 would be reasonable, but there's probably a good reason why they're at 7. So yeah, you get them in individually, they don't come in packs of 5. And they work, they're pretty good. You know, this is going to get me by until I can get some cartomizers to run on my ego. Yeah, got some heat out of it. So yeah, if you want to check out the colors that they have, and you want something that looks kind of cool instead of looking at just, looking through clear at the filler inside on your dual coil, or, you don't want metal because they're hard to clean, jump over there, nhaler.com, check these out. Not bad at all. Like I said, if I stop down and pick up an O-ring later, and just put that O-ring on there, and probably even my make no problem. But it does come with a drip tip. That's my review. Goodbye. Check it out. You don't have to take my word for it. It's an opinion. Happy vaping.